Let's now look at the headlines. The fate of 11th standard students in Chogle uncertain for next academic year. High Secondary tells Education Department that they won't take admissions for 12th standard also for 2014-2015. Draft School Security Infrastructure Scheme ready. Proposal to come up before the Cabinet for approval. Parrikar assures parents to solve issue of school timings and holidays by end of July. It's an attempt to defame Kamakshi Homeopathic Medical College. Subhash Shirorkar comes out open on skeleton issue. Says college has permissions from the State Pollution Control Board to bury the bodies. Manohar Parrikar expresses need for another garbage treatment plant in South Goa. Says Sonsodo plant is not enough. Environment Minister expresses dissatisfaction over MMC's failure to segregate garbage. And Amit Yadav vows to get back to his peak. Talented all-rounder joins Ranji Trophy camp after missing last season due to PCCI ban. Now the news in detail. The fate of 11th standard students in Chowgules is uncertain for next academic year. Chogle High Secondary is firm on its decision to close the high secondary section including 12th standard section from next year. Society has filed an application before the Education Department to allow them to close the higher secondary. The copy of the application is in possession of Prudent. Prudent's exclusive report.
Chogle management has filed an application before the Education Department to allow the closure of higher secondary section. Surprisingly, Chogle has decided to close down both 11th and 12th standard sections from the next academic year 2014-15. This means the students of 11th standard currently studying in Chowgules will not be allowed to continue their further studies in the 12th standard in the next academic year. In the application, these are the points raised by the Chogle Society before the Education Department. Requests closure of Chogle Higher Secondary from next academic year 2014-15. There will be no admissions in the higher secondary for 11th and 12th standard. Government has allowed additional divisions in various other higher secondaries in and around Margao to accommodate more students. Closure of higher secondary would not be detrimental to the interest of students. Management has plans and goals set for next 50 years. College needs entire existing infrastructure, needs more. College has decided to move towards postgraduate education programs. Postgraduate programs like MA in Geography, MSc in Information Technology, MSc in Analytical Chemistry, postgraduate diploma programs in Geoinformatics, Clinical Genetics and Laboratory Techniques. Department of Hindi, Geography and Botany have been recognized to carry out research up to PhD degrees. But Damu Naik is firm with his demand. He says government should take over the higher secondary along with the infrastructure if Chogle plans for closure of the higher secondary.
They should honor the demand of a government or government should acquire. गव्हर्मेंटाक जर काही वेळाचेर त्या विदीन द लोकॅलिटीन भितर काही बिल्ट अप इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चर जर जाय आसल्यार गव्हर्मेंट अंडर रिक्विजिशन तें एक्वायर करूंक शकता आनी अंडर रिक्विजिशन न करता हांव म्हणटा हें हायर सेकंडरी जर जाय आमकां अंडर एक्विजिशन हायर सेकंडरी तो फुडलो पार्ट आसा तो एक्वायर करचो.
As per the High Court's order, Education Director has to decide upon the application filed by the Chogle management within 3 months. Decision has to be declared 6 months prior to the admissions for the academic year. Madgaonkars are waiting decision by the Education Department and the government on Chogle High Secondary closure plea. Senior reporter Lokik Shilkar with video journalist Omkar Falari and Shashank Pearl for Prudent.
The draft school security infrastructure scheme is ready. The proposal will come up before the Cabinet on Wednesday for approval. Chief Minister Manohar Parrikar informed that schools can avail various safety equipments and measures through this scheme. The Education Minister has also assured that the issue of school timings and holidays of schools will be solved by the end of July.
This issue will be explained properly again, because there is a time for it. It is a holiday which starts in the month of May. So by July end I will clarify. Urta dusra problem, the second problem is regarding timing. I have heard and what I get that most of you have a problem with the afternoon time. The reason may be anything. So on that, I assure you that in next 2 weeks we will take a very positive decision, taking into consideration your feelings, sentiments and difficulties. And now that buses are being given to the general everyone, all schools. So those buses also are on the way, 100 buses are being selected. That will also reduce some problems.
Parrikar spoke to media after a discussion held with PTA members and teachers of Loyola High School at Madgaon. Parents complained that they are not happy with the changed academic structure in the school. CM has assured to resolve the issue by end of July.
School security, compound wall, CCTV, सगळे घेवपाक new infrastructure scheme which is already finalized. Tomorrow there is a small error which was left, that will be clarified in tomorrow's cabinet. The scheme will be declared. Ask your school to ask under that scheme whatever they want, including CCTVs or whatever they want.
Chief Minister, who is also the chairman of State Infrastructure Development Corporation, finally visited the flood-affected area in Savarkota, Kunkori after a week's time. He has blamed the contractor for negligence. Parrikar says that the contractor would be blacklisted.
Damage compensation workout करतात मेरे तो करून घेतात दुसरा कॉन्ट्री हे घालून करून घेता कारण तो कॉन्ट्रॅक्टर फेल गेला तोच तो कॅप्या कॉन्ट्रॅक्टर पळय सायडीचे खसता पळय तोच कॉन्ट्रॅक्टर that contractor has been blacklisted. ताज्या पलीकडे तू कांयच करूंक शकना ऑलरेडी 31 जाणांचे कितें 9-10 लाख रुपया पास जाले प्लस कंपाउंडाचे पास जाले ते करून घेता.
Reporter Samir Bhatt, Mayur Naik and Pratik Parab for Prudent.
It's nothing but an attempt to defame Kamakshi Devi Homeopathic Medical College and Hospital. Chairman of college Subhash Shirorkar alleged while clarifying on the incident wherein 9 bodies were found buried near the college. Shirorkar claims that the college has permissions from the State Pollution Control Board to bury the bodies received for study purpose. College has procured 35 dead bodies from GMC in last 15 years.
जानेवारी महिन्यात ऑथॉरिटीज वचून सुभाष रोड वचून थंय ऑथॉरिटीज वचून आमच्या एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव्ह स्टाफा बरोबर वचून जर इन्स्पेक्शन करून जर आमकां सर्टिफाय लेटर दितात की एवरीथिंग इज ओके एंड दिस इज वॉट इज अ पॉल्युशन सर्टिफिकेट इश्यूड टू यू हे जर म्हणटा जर जायत आनी अशें जर त्यांनी पळयल्लें आसत जर जायत जाल्यार मागीर आमकां 2 तारखेक वा 3 तारखेक बॉडी वयर सरली एक अजापाची गजाल म्हणजे म्हाका म्हणून दिसता तें अशें की जांकां वेस्टेड इंट्रस्ट आसा जे एक वेगळ्या भावनेन किंवा नजरेन ह्या संस्थे कडेन पळयतात म्हाका खूब दुबाव की तांचें हें कर्म आसा जो सिरियल मर्डर आसा हाजी रेफरन्स दिवन ह्या सांगाड्या संबंदी युनिवर्सिटी जावपा जाय अशें म्हटलें जर जायत म्हाका दिसता आनी म्हणून दिसता म्हाका अशें वैचारीक दिवाळखोरी म्हाका इतलेंच ह्या इन्सिडंटाचे म्हणजे ह्या गजालीच्या घटनेच्या माध्यमांतल्यान दाखोवन दिवपाक जाय की कितल्या पद्दतीन खालचे पातळीचेर म्हणटा तशें एट अ व्हेरी लो लेवल हें सरकार विरोधी लोकांक टार्गेट करता.
Meanwhile, GPCC has condemned the resolution passed in BJP state executive meeting on Monday. BJP executive had passed resolution demanding probe in corruption cases involving predecessor Congress ministers. Congress has challenged the government to initiate the probe.
What stops the BJP government in taking action? Let the law take its own course. We don't require. Who is BJP executive committee to take a resolution? Kaun the? He is doing it to divert the issues of his misrule, and I am warning Parrikar. Don't tell that Congress leaders are corrupt. Let the law of the land, let the courts of the country decide who is corrupt and who is not corrupt.
Reporter Mahesh Hadi with senior video journalist Tulsidas Chari for Prudent.
It's time for a short break. Stay tuned.